I have so many people that, encourage me from afar and stuff. And I've got my girlfriend, Joanne, here that's like, she understands racing. She's been around it a lot. And so she's pretty good at kind of like always finding the bright spots and stuff. I mean, honestly, Blake and I, we really work good together, but we probably are a little more negative on most outlooks of things, like a crew chief and a driver looking at everything. Like most nights, if you don't win, you're like, well, we screwed up somewhere, but like, overall, like for those big long dry spells, I just think it's you got to believe in yourself. And I mean, not to a manner where you're like, I'm going to go out and whip the Outlaws ass this weekend, but like, you got to know that when your stuff's right, you can run with these guys. And then, I mean, it's a lot like golf. Like there are these spots where you're like, okay, I can do this. Like I know how to do it. I just have to put it all together, whether that be me, my team, like the crew chiefs are so important, but they can only really do mostly what the drivers are telling them, especially at a place like Knoxville, because the until you go back and watch the videos or whatever, the view that you have from one corner or the other is just so minimal as a crew chief to be able to actually give your car the input it needs. It's like I'm kind of surprised some of these guys don't just go up above and like just make all the calls from above in the box or something. It's hard to stay positive. I mean, we just won a race a couple weeks ago, and like I wasn't even that pumped on how we won it. Like a guy fell out in the lead in front of us, but we still won the race. But like, dude, it's been over a year, since I'd won one. But another thing that I think that you really got to do is just realize like the level that you're trying to race at. Like when we go out there at Knoxville and we run fifth or sixth or eighth or ninth or whatever, it's just the amount of laps that a lot of these guys have put in at Knoxville and just the learning that they've done and everything they've been able to do. It's like, we're just always trying to close a gap. And I feel like as long as you know that you're moving in the right direction and closing that gap and you don't feel like you ever plateau, it's pretty easy to stay hungry and stay driven. I think if you start plateauing or regressing, and like, I've been in situations where you're out there on the road and it's like nothing's getting better and you're just getting lapped every night. And then it feels pretty damn helpless. And, like, especially, there's a lot of situations where you're a hired driver and the crew chief and the owner are either the same person or extremely tight. And so if something's not right, it's obviously the driver every time, just based on human nature. That's how it works. So it's tough sometimes, but at the same time, it's like we get to have all the fun too. So you got to kind of it sounds like I'm complaining, it's like I love driving race cars and I don't mind dealing with all these crazy people. Like it's all worth it to get a race at the end of the day.